Go. All right. I think we're live. Hi, everybody. Stephanie of Stephanie Stitches here. Welcome to Saturdays with Steph. I go live every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today I have a very special guest who is also a very good friend. I have Donna of Handmade by Ying. Hi, Donna.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you so much for being here today.
You're welcome, and thanks for having me.
Of course. We're not going to sew anything today. Next week, we'll be back to sewing. We're going to go back to work on that dotty quilt that we started a few weeks ago. So you still have some time to catch up on that one if you're sewing along with Yvette and I. The pattern is from Moda, and there's a link on the previous video if you want to grab that pattern. We've got 4 blocks done each, and we're going to keep on going next Saturday. So that's coming up. The blocks behind me on the wall are from the Fort Worth Fabric Studio Sew Along. The next set of blocks comes out, or the next sewing starts Monday morning. So that's going on. And then my beautiful sew along starts on the 19th. So tomorrow I'm going to release the cutting instructions for that one. So if you guys want to join me for that, you'll go to stephanies-stitches.com and go to the beautiful sew along tab, and you can find all the information there. Yay. I think that's all the housekeeping I have. I feel like that was a mouthful. I just want to say hi to everybody coming in. There's a lot of names here, so I'm not going to say every single one of them, but thank you so much for being here. So Donna came on today because we've got a special announcement for you, and I'm going to let her start off by telling you all about what we're up to and what we're doing. So take it away.
All right, everyone. I joined forces with 2 amazing ladies, Stephanie of Stephanie Stitches and Kathy of Kathy's Cute Creations. We come up with this amazing idea, and we want to bring you all in with us for a special sewing project. So what I'm going to do tonight is basically, we're going to give you little tidbits tonight. Then Kathy of Kathy's Cute Creations is also going to start dropping information on her page. So you're going to need to listen to all 3 of us as we move this project forward. And it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to be thankful that you did. So the way it's going to go is, this is so darling. You're going to love it. So we come up with the idea. We're going to have anyone that would like to help us do this. We're going to do a charity quilt or 2 or 3. We haven't, it all depends on how many have interest in what we're going to do. We're definitely going to do 1, but if we get a lot of interest, we're going to do 2. And if we get a whole lot, we're going to do 3 quilts. Now, how cool is that?
That's awesome.
But we can't make it possible without each and every one of you. Yep. So that's where y'all come in. So what we're going to do is, my handy husband scanned a bunch of blocks. So when this releases, no one can enter it right now, but when we release this officially on the 27th on Kathy's channel, at that time, as soon as we make the announcement, whoever would like to be a block builder is what I'm going to call you, because you're going to be block builders.
Oh, that's a great name.
Yep. So what you're going to do is email me your name and your email. Really simple. You can only order 1 block. So you're going to email me at donna@handmadebying.com. And that's really simple. But if you try beforehand, it'll go to the trash can automatically, because that's not set up to generate to hold until the 27th. So hold tight, because it's really going to be a lot of fun. But we got a couple little guidelines we're going to drop and give a reminder every time that we talk about this. Is use any fabric that you want, because we want it to be eclectic and we want it to look so cool when this all comes together.
Yeah.
But you have to use white background fabric. That's the only thing we're asking. Is your pattern pieces can be any color you want when you get your pattern, but you have to use white fabric.
Yeah.
that I think makes it pretty cool because everybody has white in their stash.
Oh
This
yeah.
isn't going to cost y'all anything because I've already pre-made a couple of the blocks myself just to see, and they fit inside of a regular envelope. How cool is that?
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, so just drop your name when you mail them back to me, because they will come back to me, not Stephanie and not Kathy, but they have to come back to me. And there's a reason we're doing that. You're going to love this. So the way it's going to go is each week, once we kick this off, on the second week, we're going to join back on my channel. And I'm going to do just pop the envelope, take out whatever's in it. I'm going to pin your name to the block, and I'm going to sew the blocks together. We're going to get 36 to each quilt, depending how many of y'all all are interested. But when you mail back to me, if I say, like when I send you the block, I'm going to say on it, you have to tell me, because I don't want to have to go back in and hunt emails and waste hours. So on your block, all you have to do is piece of paper, could be a Post-it note, just stick it on it. You don't have to glue it. You don't have to pin it. You don't have to staple it. Just lay it down on there, because I'm going to handle that on my end. So you have to put a 1, a 2, or a 3. And your block, when you get it in the package or in your email packet per se, it's going to tell you whether you're quilt 1, quilt 2, or quilt 3.
Yep.
We're going to go 1 through 36. And if we get enough, we're going to go 2 through 36. If we get enough, we're going to go 3 through 36. But that's pretty much going to be our limit. It's 3.
Yeah, it's 3.
So
Yeah.
there's 3 of us working this project. Is that pretty cool?
Yeah,
I think
that's
we're going
awesome.
to do fabulous.
And the
So,
reason why we're limiting to 3 is because Donna's going to have to put all the blocks together in rows,
yep.
and that's a lot of work. And then I'm going to long arm all of them, and that's a lot of work. And then Kathy's going to bind them all, and that's a lot of work. So
Now, is that not cool? And
3
then
is our limit.
yep,
But yeah,
we're going to sew the blocks together on my channel once a week. And then we're going to hop over to Stephanie's as I get, say, quilt 1 all put together.
yep.
I don't even have to square it or nothing. All I got to do is drop it in a mailer and send it. She's going to handle that on her end.
Yep.
Then we're going to hop over to her channel and watch her long arm it and do her magic. That's going to be fun. And then whenever she's done, she'll square it down, pop it in a mailer, and send it to Kathy. Then we're going to hop over to Kathy's channel and watch her bind it and show us how she does it. Then there's 3 different organizations.
Yep.
And out of that 3, Kathy is going to pick one, and Stephanie's going to pick one, and I'll take the third one if we have 3 quilts, and that'll be who it gets sent to. But in all of this, we're going to make a scroll that's going to come up on the screen. Everybody that does quilt 1, quilt 2, or quilt 3, whatever, your name is going to be listed, and it's going to scroll your name and whatever your block number was. And the blocks are going to go in. There's no rhyme or reason. There's really no hard stuff for me to design. How cool is that? It keeps getting better.
Yes.
So when it comes to me, all I have to do is check your name off that I got the block.
Yep.
And as soon as it comes in, it's going to go in position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to go 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to zip them all together.
Awesome.
It's going to be fun. And I'm so thankful that y'all wanted to do this with me.
Well, I'm honored that you asked me, because I absolutely love doing things for charity, and the fact that you wanted to pair with me, I really appreciate that.
Honey, you're my sister by another mister. I just love you. Yep.
So tell them what size the blocks need to end up being.
They have to be finished size 10 is what we decided.
10 inches. Okay.
That way, I believe we said the quilt would be 60 by 60.
I believe so. Yes. Yeah.
Rough. We're not going to do borders and all the fanciness. We just wanted to look really nice, but yet scrappy.
Yeah.
So we've been at this for a little over a month or 2, getting all this set up and working out all the details. But what I can do is we're going to kick this off on, I want to make sure I didn't print on double back.
No, you're fine.
So we're going to kick this off on Monday, the 27th at 7 o'clock. As soon as I'm finished interviewing Kathy of Kathy's Cute Creations, Stephanie's going to be popped in there probably while I'm doing the interview, if you don't mind that way.
Oh, no, not at all.
Just hang out, do the chat, the mod thing with us. And then as soon as we're wrapping her up, right then is when we're going to drop, okay, guys, hit that email. And we're going to take them in the order that they come. But I am going to ask that in the chat, this doesn't really count. But if you entered, just put entered in the chat so we can kind of get an idea of how many quilts by the time we're off that we'll be doing. We'll get a little bit of an idea. But in the meantime, I'm going to be talking about this on my channel. Stephanie's going to talk about it on hers, and Miss Kathy's going to do it on hers. And what we're asking you all to do, if you would, because this is a good cause, this is charity, and you can't go wrong with charity, is everybody, please talk this up, share this, what we're doing tonight, but then share the 27th video to where they can get all the information straight away. If you're a moderator and you're in my chats, or you're in Kathy's, or you're in Steffi's, please drop the link that we are doing this. It's called the Travelers Quilt. Now, how fitting is that? You're all going to be block builders, and we're building a traveling quilt.
That's awesome. I love it.
It's neat.
It's so fun.
So,
I can't wait to get started. So if you haven't been to Donna's channel, there is a link to her YouTube channel in the description box below. Go ahead and go over to her channel, hit subscribe, and don't forget to come over there on the 27th. So that way she can tell you when to start emailing her to get the information on blocks. Now, she will assign you a specific block. There's going to be too many people, I believe, to be able to pick, right?
Right. It's going to be very sporadic. I'm going to look at the block, but what it's going to be is in a file. So I'm not really even going to see your block until it comes back to me.
Yeah.
So say I'm going to pick someone random out of the chat, the Yvette Renee. I'm going to pick you. So you're going to come in, shoot me an email, and you're going to be the first one. So automatically, whatever's in my file in number 1 block, you're getting. Then I'm going to go to Practically Creative. You're going to get block 2. And then June Billings, you're going to get 3, Vicky Lamar 4, and however they come in. And then
we'll just go down the line.
5. It's so random. And that's what's going to make this so stinking cool.
Yeah. Awesome.
I'm all about charity and giving back. And I think that we can all do that and touch so many lives by just a little bit. And if this goes the way that we're hoping that it does, then this is going to be a project that we're going to move forward with each and every year. So technically, we're going to kick it off the same time, June every year. We're going to do this and just see how big we can get this baby to grow. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, I do too. I do too. And I love that we're looking not just now, but forward so we can constantly give back. So, and it's not, like you said, a whole big thing. You don't have to make a whole quilt. Like I appreciate everybody making pillowcases and quilts for Snuggled in Hope, but this is not even a whole quilt. It's just one 10-inch block. So
yeah, I'm just going to give you a little sample. I'm not rhyme or reason. I'm just going to pick one.
Delia asked, how hard are the blocks going to be for newbies?
If you tell me you're a newbie, I will do my best to make it super simple, but I'm just going to give you an idea. I bought this for this project, and it's a card builder block. Your skills are going to grow, and that kind of makes it fun. But there's honestly nothing. I'm a newbie too. Well, a newborn. So
not so much anymore. You're not a newbie anymore.
But this is called the flower basket. And how cute's that?
Very cute.
I just pulled random. So basically, you're going to look on the back. You're going to look for the number 10 because you're going to do a 10-inch finished block. And all you're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to make 6 half square triangles and join your corners. Basically, looks hard, but it's really not. It can be honestly done in what, Stephanie, maybe 10-15 minutes?
Yeah, at the most.
Yeah. So
yeah.
And then this one's called Road to Heaven. Each one, there's no rhyme or reason, but your pattern will have a name to it, but it's really, I'm not worried about the name of it. When we do the scroll bar, that's when the name of your pattern. I've got really bad heartburn, honey. Can you get me some roll?
Oh no.
We went to supper and I got reflux. But I just think it's going to be cool. But when we do the rolling scroll, it's going to say quilt 1 as an example. And it's going to say, let me see, Colleen. It'll have her name, Road to Heaven, for her block. So we're going to know that's her block. And then when this is all done, we're going to showcase the quilt. We're all 3 going to come together, announce the charity that 1, 2, or 3 is going to, and then we're just going to ship it off with a little thank you or a little note of, here you go. And these are the people that joined in for this quilt. And we wanted to give y'all a little bit of love.
Yep.
Thanks, honey. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're fine, hun.
Long John Silver's. It'll get you every time.
Oh no.
So does anyone have any questions?
Kind of been watching the chat to see if there's any. I don't see any so far, but if you guys have any, go ahead and put them in there.
Now's the time, because this is really going to be fun. But you can also reach out to Stephanie or Kathy. But I can give you some dates if you want to write these down.
But Donna will be the main contact. So as you're doing it, or if you're requesting a block, you definitely, I can forward your email to Donna if you send me one by mistake, but you definitely need to try to stay in contact with her about that. So
yeah, we've all set it up. It's going to run through me because I'm not being mean. It just makes it easier. Joe on the back end, he's going to see it and he's going to say, hey, look, because he's on the computer constantly. So you're not going to be missed. Yep. But we're going to open this up for June 27th at 7:00. The first round of blocks is going to be Sunday, July the 10th. I'm sorry, at 6:00. So whatever blocks we have that are, as soon as you get your block, you make it, you drop it back in the mail. So we're only going to do this once a week, but we're going to do July the 10th at 6:00, my channel. We're going to do all the assembly on mine. Sunday, July 17th, we're going to have that break there, 6:00. Sunday, July 31st, then August the 7th, we should be able to finish them off.
Perfect.
So it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
And then from there, our schedules say I should be able to finish these up by August the 7th. Then you got to realize it's got to go airmail 2 states over to Stephanie. And August 14th is my mail date. Drop that. I got to get it in the mail to her. And she's going to have like 2 weeks because we don't know what her schedule's going to be for.
Well, I do have a retreat right smack in the middle of August. So depending on when I get it,
right.
If it comes like a day or 2 before, I guarantee it's not going to be that weekend. It'll be the following weekend. Yeah.
But the goal is I have to have it in the mail to her by the 14th.
Yep.
And then she's got a couple weeks. But September the 11th is the goal. We have pre-scheduled that it's going to be on Kathy's channel to where she's going to bind it. And then we're going to announce the donation spot. Yep. And Perfect. If we've got more than one, we may have to add a week to it, depending upon everybody's schedule. And if we get 2 or 3 or whatever, but it's going to be fun. And it's a way that block building has always been my passion. You know what I'm saying? And charity definitely is. I'd rather give the shirt off my back than have one, it's just Absolutely. What we do. Yeah. And you're investing in whoever's going to receive this quilt. You're investing in them and they're going to have this memory forever. Just to know that it came from 36 amazing ladies, Yeah.
No, I think that's awesome. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to answer a few questions really quickly. Somebody asked if I really was Shelly. Hi, Shelly. She asked, 10 inches finished. Is that finished after the quilt top is finished? Yes. So your raw block that you're going to send to Donna is going to be 10.5 inches. And so it'll be 10 inches once it's finished into the quilt.
Yep. And
Let's see. There was another couple questions.
it's
Is that
Eastern
AM or PM?
Standard.
Those are definitely PM times, Eastern Standard Time. I wouldn't be getting on at 6 a.m. in the morning. I promise you that.
And this is after a full day of work. So trust me, it looked
Yeah.
decent this morning, but now I've changed down and I've got one
Yeah.
more to go after this.
And Marla was asking, that was Dorlin's question. Marla was asking, how many blocks do we make? You're just making one block each.
Yep.
That's it. Donna's going to send you the information that you need, the block that you need, and then you're going to contribute your white background fabric and what other ever fabric you choose. And then you're going to send them back to Donna.
Yep.
So
You're going to be mailing it back to me. And honestly, you can put your own spin on it, but it has to come to me at 10.5. You have to use the white. That's just no brainers. If you ask me, say, hey, I can do 10 blocks, I'm going to tell you you're only getting one, because we want to share the love with everybody that wants to. But I'll keep a side note that if anybody else, like if we would run short or we need a couple extras, I'm going to have what's called a subby list that I can send you an email and say, hey, did you still want to do an extra block or so?
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it's just a little backup, you know?
Yeah.
We got block builders, so now we need to have the extras just in case.
Just in case,
But
yeah.
I'm only seeing, honestly, on most of these, there's only 2 different colors. You know,
Yeah.
I think that's the gist of it, like your focal point, then your accent, and then your white. So I think it'll be fun.
I do too. Okay, so a couple more questions. Are these kid fabric or adult fabrics? We're looking at adult charities, so shy away from kid fabrics this time.
But that doesn't mean we won't go in another direction down the road.
Yeah. Just
But
this
for
time, the charities that we're looking at, they're all adult charities. So, Mary asked, how long do we have to make the blocks?
Preferably sooner rather than later. So I'm going to give you an example. We're going to announce it on Monday. It's going to be Monday the 27th. By Tuesday the 28th, we will have turned around all these emails. So by Tuesday, you're going to know that you've been given a block.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would say, honestly, if you could do it in a week, I think that's good. 2 would be.
But the absolute deadline is like the end of July, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So like if you're living, I'm going to give an example. Say I've got an Australian and New Zealand and Canada or whatever. We're not excluding you. If you want to do this, this is open up to everybody because it's a standard envelope. And if it's flat as pancake. So
Yep.
I'm sorry if we seem a little bit excited, but this is really stinking cool.
Yeah,
And
we're excited
it
about
under
this.
wraps for so long.
Yep.
And it's so good to get it out.
Understandable, Denise. I know you've got a lot going on this summer. She said the time frame just won't work for her, but she'll follow
That's
along.
okay. We've always got next year.
Yep. Let's see.
Yes, Melissa.
Melissa said, would you please email her the dates and channels so she can add them to her list?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So that's a note for you.
Soon as
I think that's all the questions. I don't see any more questions. Thank you guys for asking questions. That was great, and we really appreciate it. I'm really excited to see this come to fruition, and I'm hoping that we get 3 quilts. It's going to be more work for us, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So to be able to give it to 3 different charities. So yes, Mary, you emailed Donna on the 27th, beginning on the 27th.
Yeah, no, once we make the announcement, I don't want, like in the morning at 7 o'clock, have 500 emails before we really make it official.
Yeah,
but at 7 o'clock p.m.
Yeah,
Once
Eastern
we
Standard Time.
say Eastern Standard Time, we say, okay, I'm gonna do my interview real quick with Kathy of Kathy's Cute Creation. As soon as we segue from that straight into our traveling quilt, then you can start hitting me with those emails because they're going to be taken in the first order. So as soon as we open that email and you're number 1, that block's going to be hooked to it and sent straight back to you probably that night.
Yep.
Yeah, my husband,
Okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
you're saying, yep, it's going out the same time we get it. That way we can keep a flow.
Awesome. So I'm just going to do a very brief recap because there's a few people that just came in and asked what in the world we are talking about. And first, I want to say happy birthday to Nancy LaVenture. I see her on here, and I know it was just her
Nancy, happy
birthday. So
birthday.
happy birthday.
Oh,
So she asked, do you need other quilt top? So this is different from Snuggle and Hope, which I know some of you are still sending me quilt tops. So thank you so much. And some pillowcases. That's amazing. This is a different charity project that we're working on. This is a product of Donna's brain, and she involved me and Kathy, and I'm happy to do it. So what we're doing very quickly, I'm going to go over it again, is that on June 27th on Donna's channel at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, she's going to talk more about this charity. Kathy will be on, I will be on, and what she's asking is that if you would like to participate and help us build up to 3 quilts, she will have blocks that she will send you. You need to use your own fabric. Background needs to be white, and then you can use any other colors. So from your stash, scraps, whatever you want to do to build the block that she sends you. It needs to be 10.5 inches unfinished because it needs to be 10 inches finished into the quilt. So we can get 36 blocks in each quilt. So 60 by 60. So a decent size lap quilt. One of the charities that I'm looking at is a charity for people that are going through chemotherapy. So a lap quilt is perfect. But there's other charities that we're looking at, but they're all adult charities. So no kid fabric this time around. But we thought it would be a really quick and easy way to give back and to have lots of you be able to participate, but not have to make a whole entire quilt like we did for Snuggled in Hope. And because I know that was a lot. A few people had emailed me and said, I'd really like to do this, but I really can't make a whole entire quilt. So just having to do one 10.5 inch unfinished block is not a whole lot. And so if you would like to participate, come on over to Donna's channel on June 27th. And then she will say, go, and you can email her and get all the information you need to receive your printed. Is it going to be printed or a PDF?
it's going to come to you PDF.
PDF. Okay. Sorry, not printed. A PDF of the block you're going to be making. If you're a newbie, if you're a newbie, make sure you tell her in that email, and she will try to give you like a easy block. But you'll get a PDF. It'll have all the directions on how to make your block, and you get to pick all the fabrics, except the background just needs to be white. So yeah.
Yes, someone asked a question. What happens if we get more than 108 people who want blocks? We'll put them on the list for next year.
Yeah, or on the wait list, because we also could get a situation where, and this happens, you know, with the world that we live in now, somebody might get sick and have to drop out.
We only
or
for angel blocks.
Right, things happen in your family, and like you run out of time, and you know, there's folks out there that are willing to jump in and take over for you. So yeah. You're welcome, Nancy.
Yes, Terry, the blocks will come out via email in PDF.
Yep.
And I think that's pretty much a very good recap.
I think we covered it all. And again, for everybody who came in late, Donna's organizing all this, so you'll be in contact with her. And then once all the blocks are back to her, she's going to put them into a quilt top. I'm going to quilt it, and Kathy of Kathy's Cute Creations is going to bind it. So that's awesome.
And then we'll make the announcement on the charity.
Yeah.
So what were you saying, Dave?
If somebody can't handle PDF, I can send that just a regular photograph, regular picture.
Oh, my husband said if someone can't do PDF, he can just send it as a regular picture, if that would make it easier for everybody. It's just whatever makes it easier.
Okay. Maybe if they can't take a PDF, they can tell you that in their email.
Yeah, that would make it easier.
Yeah.
If you can't, then just let us know.
If they don't have Adobe PDF, that's something like that. Yeah.
Okay, we got a couple of other good questions. Karen Cox, hi Karen, said, what about starching fabric or those that usually pre-wash so that we are all on the same page? Do you have a preference?
I starch everything, so I just forget about people that don't. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I would say starch. That way everything's uniform.
Yeah.
Starch or get it as
Or best press. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And then Mary said solid white background or white on white.
I
I would say solid.
yeah.
Because if you get a lot of tone on tones, there's different types of tone on tones. There are the ones that are silk screened on, there are the ones that are woven. It could end up looking a little kind of crazy.
Yeah, we don't want it to look real busy.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
can give you an idea. Just picture this in black and whites. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be sending colors. And how cool is that going to be? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And then it shows different fabrics from your areas where you're at. You know, I think it's just going to be so cool.
Yeah.
So what do y'all think?
I
If
think
you like
there's a
the
lot of
idea,
people.
give us a thumbs up. If you don't like the idea, I'm sorry.
No, it looks like there's already people saying that they would like to do a block. So that's
Awesome.
awesome. Thank you guys
Awesome.
so much. We are super excited to get this done. And like I said, don't forget, Donna's going to talk about it more on her channel on the 27th.
Yep.
You can find the link for her channel in my description box below. And the moderators have put her channel in the chat a couple of times as well. So check it out on the 27th. I'll be there. Kathy of Kathy's Cute Creations will be there because all three of us are kind of working this project together. And then that evening, her and her amazing husband are going to say, go, and you're going to email her and get a block.
Soon as you can even get a head start and write my email down so you have it. It's Donna@handmadebyying.com.
Yep. And that is also in my description box below. So
Yep.
you can grab that from
So
there
it's
too.
really,
So,
really simple. And in your subject line, I do ask that you just say, because we get other business email too, just say block builder or traveler quilt. We'll know.
yeah. Or charity quilt.
Yeah.
Charity quilt.
Just say something like that, you know?
Yeah. Marla was so anxious. She said, I'm sorry, I already sent an email. I didn't hear about June 27th. So thank you, Marla. Marla is the sweetest, most giving person. So that doesn't surprise me about you, Marla.
It's okay. You
Yeah.
still got to do it again on the 27th. This was just a test run.
She was just testing you to see if you guys would answer. Yeah.
This was a test. No.
So.
But
All right. Well, I think I don't have anything else to talk about. Do you?
honestly, no.
Okay.
But
I think
I
we're
am
good
so
then.
excited, and I wanted to tell you all, thank you so much for hopping on with us both tonight. It's going to be fun and exciting, and I couldn't imagine doing this journey with anybody else but us, including everybody. It's just fabulous.
I know. I can't wait to see blocks made by everybody. That's going to be so much fun.
Absolutely. And just to be able to see the different styles of sewing and different skills. I know I still reflect every time I look at her, why she didn't send me back my first quilt.
Because I knew how much it meant to you to make your very first quilt. And all I wanted to do was help you because I could see that you had the passion there. So,
Oh, I love you. You're so good to me.
So I did want to touch on one thing really quickly. Speaking of sewing together, we released our Florida retreat. So if any of you are interested in going there, that's up on our website now for our retreats. We've got a couple spots for the PA retreat left, and I'm really excited about that one because I just finalized the pattern I'm going to teach and picked out the colorways, and so that was a lot of fun for me. And so I'm really getting excited about the Pennsylvania retreat. So got just a couple spots left there. So if you still want a little getaway at the end of the summer, that one's in September, go ahead and check it out on our website. So I think that's it.
Where's it at in PA?
It is in Walnut Port, PA. So it's on the eastern side of PA, closer to like Connecticut and New York, but yeah, not too far from Lancaster. I think it's, because I know a lot of people like to go to Lancaster for, quilting things.
Dude,
so
that's not bad for us.
Fill the tank up and ship your butt out.
But the people that are coming, I am so excited to get to see them. Some of them I've known on YouTube, or I've quilted things for them for a couple years now, and so I can't wait to meet them in person. So if you want to come out and meet us, I'd love to meet you. So I'm really excited.
There you go.
He's
Wonderful.
he's not excited. He's like, get on there and book that. Get on there and book.
Yay, that would be fun. So
I think
all right,
you have
guys.
to drive past my exit on your way there, maybe.
That might be true. Yes,
Does
the
anyone
retreat,
have any more
that's a
questions?
great question. The retreat fees cover accommodation. For that location, yes. Every location so far that we have, it also covers accommodation except for Millersburg, which is sold out. So sorry about that. If you want to go, that's sold out. But I do have a wait list going in case anybody needs to drop out. And the Florida location is separate. The accommodation is separate from our fee because just the way the hotel needs to book. So yeah,
No,
but the PA, Georgia, and Washington ones all include accommodations.
okay. And is this project based or?
The one in PA is project based. Yeah. So yeah, I'm having fun like starting to sew up my sample quilt.
Ooh,
Yeah,
this is going to be fun.
it's gonna be fun. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we'll let you get back to your Saturday. I don't know about you, but around here, it's really, really beautiful. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. So I want to get back outside with my kiddos, and we might take them to the ice cream stand. So let you have your evening back. And thank you so much for coming by. Thank you, Donna, for being here.
Thank you. And if y'all aren't busy at 7 o'clock, slip on over to my channel because I'm going to be sewing tonight with the guy who sews. I'm doing
Awesome.
beach bags and he's doing drawstring bags. And I believe he said he's also going to do an iPad cover. So
Oh, how fun.
yeah, so we're going to have fun
That's sweet.
tonight. So
Awesome. Well, I'll take a look at that while I'm driving while my husband's driving.
yeah,
I'll see the ice cream
you
stand.
hands on
That'll
the
be fun.
wheel.
All right, guys, head on over to Donna's channel and check that out. And we will see you soon. Take care. Bye, everybody.
Bye, babe.
Are you still there?
Yeah, baby. I
Okay.
think